Hello, my name is Dave Walker. For those of you who don't know me, I am a life coach and storyteller. And today I wanted to share with you a story about buckets and mason jars. My life coaching category, as I like to call them today, is about health and wellness. In this case, it's about emotional and mental health. And I was inspired by this book that I had read. It's How Full is Your Bucket by Tom Rath and Donald Clifton. And in it, they talk about the importance of filling one's bucket, filling it with positive thoughts and caring thoughts. So whether it's at work, rest, or play, how important it is that we reach out and let people know, how important they are, how great they are, all kinds of positive things. So that inspired me to come up with ways that I could actually go out there and do that. I'm going to share some with you. So you could actually use buckets. So I bought these buckets at my dollar store. I think it was a couple of dollars. But I'm more of a fan of mason jars. So I've got a bunch of mason jars. So what I've done is come up with some ways of making it easier, in this case, within my family, to share positive thoughts with each other. So I've come up with a jar for each of my kids. So this is for my son. So it's 100 reasons why I'm so grateful to have you as my son. And what I do is when the urge should strike me or I think of something, I've got these little pieces of paper there. What I can do is I will write something down. And then at one point in time, I'll sit down with, I'll share that with him and I'll put that into his mason jar. Hopefully he is going to be inspired to make a mason jar for me. My daughter already has, she's actually used the technique too. She's done a little bit of a different approach. So this is what I got for Father's Day. And actually, she's the one who inspired me to come up with the jar. So kudos to her. 100 reasons why I'm so grateful to have you as my father. And she did it a little differently. She actually filled it with 100 reasons. So each one of them are actually numbered. I think it took her about 3 hours. I'll share a couple of them with you. I asked for her permission just to give you an idea. So think of a Father's Day present. I don't think they get any better than that, although I'm biased. So here's one here. And what we're doing is she's reading them to me. Every once in a while, I'll ask her to read me five. So I love your respect towards everyone. So respect is one of my top values. So I really like that one. I found it really kind that you helped grandpa during this difficult time. So my dad has recently gone into a retirement residence with the COVID and everything. It's been pretty tough. So I really appreciate her being aware of that, and seeing how we can help other people out as well. I'm grateful you stood by me my whole life, even in the tough times. Aw. And I love fixing the new home together. We make a good team. So yeah, we just moved out of our other home and we're into another home here. And she was just a great help on that too. And we've been living in our other home for 20 years. So it was a pretty big change in our lives. So it was nice that she was part of the team. So those are examples of how you can use that around the home. Now, if you have you know, a somebody else in your life, a spouse or boyfriend or girlfriend, hey, what better way than to share some thoughts and feelings amongst each other than actually having your jar? So if I had that, I would have a pink jar, and I would use that for sharing some ideas. And it works in the workplace as well. So you could actually, speaking of teaming, so what you could do is have a bucket on everybody's desk. So in this case, this would be my teammate Dave bucket, and people could come by and they could drop off things that they'd like, positive thoughts about you. So you can just go drop one in. Here's one here. I'll give you this example. You have the emotional intelligence of a piece of wood. Okay, I don't know who put that one in there, but it's actually the opposite of what you would want to do. So in that case, do the opposite, but you could use that as a team building exercise as well. So anyhow, it's up to you to figure out how you can steal the ideas and how you want to do it. We're all unique. We all have our different ways. Feel free to share any of those you might come up with me. And but be wary. I do like to steal other people's ideas. It's a lot easier than coming up with my own and tailoring it to myself. So enjoy, and here's sending you some positive thoughts and emotions to put into your buckets or your mason jars. Cheers.